Okay, what's up? What's up, people? Listen. Welcome to the channel. I haven't did an official intro to the channel yet, simply because I'm doing this stuff on the fly, learning this thing on the fly. Once I get home and I'm able to, piece together a couple clips and stuff, I do a brief intro to really talk about uh what Trill Bros is gonna actually be bringing, to the network. So. I just wanted to kind of dump into this because I saw something that really stood out to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been playing PUBG for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that stood out to me is inside these patch notes. I'm not a guy that really read patch notes like this and that, but I wanted to kind of jump into this because you know, well, they got some Tego updates, multi-care packages. I guess we wanted more care packages, so if you look right here, you got the number of care packages. Standard care packages 1, small care packages 5 to 15. They up that. Another thing they did big, as far as when they dropped Tago, was they upped the loot. You know what I'm saying? They upped the loot so that when you drop in, you could have more stuff to grab, kind of like rank mode. I noticed once people started playing ranked mode, you, when you drop, you able to find the things that you need to find instantly. So moving on to like the multi cap, moving on to what I really want to talk about. Okay, they added the secret room too. Tell you about a secret room. It could change the course of your match and help you win that chicken dinner. Top tier gear, including items not found elsewhere on the battleground. They got all type of secret rooms in all these maps. This is what I wanted to talk about. This is what the video about today. I want to talk about the emergency landing. PUBG has had its ups, its downs, and its ups. One thing that PUBG always was able to lean on was the realism of the game and the balance. They focused on realism and balance, but I feel like they always fall short in delivery as far as production, like crashing, your games crashing and things like that. Now, this was pre next gen for me. Before I got my Series X, I would crash a lot, right? Now, if you had an Xbox original, you crash a whole lot. You got, a 1S, crash a lot, but a little less. You got the 1X, you still crash, but it's not that much, right? But if you got the Series X, I mean, for me personally, I don't crash at all. Um, but when it comes to like the graphics and stuff, like the pop in was horrendous. You still gets pop in here and there. um, you'll be driving in the middle of the field on Erangel or something or Miramar, and all of a sudden your vehicle just pop up in the air or explode because it was an invisible rock or an invisible crease in the ground that made no sense. They always failed in those areas, and some of their season passes are trash. Like last season with the pajamas and all that shit, man, that stuff was trash, right? So this is what I mean, like being able to do something different. It talks about here the emergency landing plane moves faster than the standard starting plane, but the fall height varies greatly, resulting in a varied falling duration. The farther you jump at the beginning of the flight, the farther you could travel. The later you jump, the shorter you could travel as the plane altitude decreases. If you decide not to jump off the plane, you'll take 50% damage at the end of its journey. So sometimes when you get into the game, the plane will show that it has engine failure. Now, what this does is you got to think about it. We're so used to the plane kind of going all the way across the map. What this does is this changes the way that the battles play out. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine the plane about to crash soon as the game loads up, plane about to go down, but the circle is way at the top left corner of the map. You know what I mean? You could make a decision to lose some health, like 50% of your health. You could take that risk. That way you can get a better landing spot. You know what I mean? I just like the balance of that. I really like the balance of that. Pudgy love to do a couple good things here and there. that can always keep me coming back. Like, adding in uh to Tego, for example, them adding in the self revive on Tego specifically is cool because Warzone self revive system is really good. You know what I mean? It is really good and it fits into the game. I feel like that PUBG dropped the ball when it came to the gulag. Like I feel like the gulag is trash. I didn't play Tego at minimum about 10 to 12 matches already, and I've never went to the gulag because I never when I die, I'm so used to dying and just leaving out the game. But even it just takes so long to get there. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they need to just scratch it, kind of revamp it, figure out how they can make it work and all that good stuff. So, I mean, for me, man, emergency land is going to be dope. I'm interested to see how they implement it. I'm interested to see will they implement it on new maps. I mean, all the maps, not new maps, all the maps. Will they implement it on just Tago? I'm interested to see how they do this, right? So, man, I'll probably be firing up the game to see how they do that. I'm not even sure when it's coming. I haven't really read into this stuff. Um, but I got item spawn changes. I ain't none of that shit interesting. Then you got the Sandhog updates. They improving Sandhog. You know what I mean? That look good, especially on the Series X. That look good. So, man, that's it for me, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's get some gaming in, man. Don't like,